Welcome back to The Explainer. Today, we are absolutely diving into the deep end. We're unpacking the emotional, incredibly complex finale of The Whispering Depths, decoding the final chapters, a story breakdown of ocean's memory and human choice. By the time we're done here, you're going to see how these final chapters literally reframe everything we thought we knew about memory, trauma, and the daily choices we make.
Okay, let's dive into this. What if the ocean remembered every shed tear? Like, actually take a second to really think about that. For this entire story, the ocean hasn't just been, a bunch of salt water. It's been this massive, living mirror of human emotion, literally absorbing every single thing we feel. Section 1. The burden of ocean's memory. Carrying the weight of the world. Right, so in Chapter 58, we finally see exactly what this burden looks like. Imagine thousands of years of human memories accumulating. The ocean has essentially been carrying the weight of the entire world, and it's just getting heavier and heavier. We actually see this through Yu's eyes. Pain and happiness are tangled up so tightly they become completely inseparable. I mean, it's like a giant jigsaw puzzle of human experience. He sees a boy smiling at his mom for the first time, right next to a girl losing her best friend, and an old man bringing flowers to a photograph of his wife. It's an impossible, overwhelming emotional weight for any single entity to carry.
And that brings us to Chapter 59, where Extra corners you into what she thinks is a simple binary choice. On one side, become the center and control the whole shebang. Or, on the other side, refuse and just walk away completely. But what's really interesting about this choice is how Yu completely rejects the trap. He just looks at his friends, smiles, and totally refuses to play by Extra's rules.
Section 2. Yu's third solution. Rejecting the binary.
Instead of giving in, Yoon completely flips the script to find an unexpected, healthy middle ground for both humanity and the sea. He declares, "I won't take away feelings. I will teach the ocean to let them go." So the crucial point is, Yoon doesn't want to erase humanity's emotions. He's not trying to numb the world to save it. Instead, he realizes the ocean shouldn't be punished for our history. He wants to teach it the healing power of letting go, allowing those feelings to live only in human hearts. Exactly where they belong. Section 3. The storm of forgotten memories. The danger of letting go.
But, as we all know, healing is rarely a smooth ride. In Chapter 61, the act of forgetting kicks off a wild two-step reaction. First, the ocean actually starts to release the pain of the past, pain that's been over for a long time. But here's the catch. Releasing it isn't peaceful. Those forgotten memories violently rise to the surface as a massive, literal storm. The water is trembling, waves are rising higher than lighthouses. It's a terrifying physical manifestation of trauma leaving the body.
And inside those violent waves, phantoms, specific visions appearing right in the water. We see the very first observer. We see young Mio in her previous form, little Akira hearing the sea for the absolute first time. But the real gut punch? We see young Kai as a little kid, losing his parents in a brutal storm. And the present-day Kai is forced to just stand there and watch it, confronting his own past, not as some cold, distant memory, but feeling all that intense, agonizing pain all over again.
Section 4. Kai's true motives. Confronting isolation. This intense confrontation catapults us right into the emotional climax of the whole story in Chapter 62. Stripped of all his defenses, Kai finally breaks down with this heartbreaking admission. He says, "I thought I was saving the world, but I wasn't trying to remove pain, I was trying to remove people." Wow. I mean, think about that. How often do we push people away in our own lives just to avoid getting hurt? Kai's grand world-saving mission, it was actually just a massive trauma response. He was so terrified of connection that he tried to engineer a world where people and the pain of losing them were just totally removed from the equation.
When Akira hears this, it clicks. She realizes Kai wasn't evil. He had just been alone for way, way too long. And this brilliantly illustrates the core message of the whole narrative. Akira doesn't judge him. She responds with pure, unfiltered empathy. She reaches out, offers him her hand, and for the first time in years, Kai takes it. He finally breaks that cycle of isolation.
Section 5. Memory is not love. The ocean's final lesson.
With that one incredible moment of human connection in Chapter 63, the storm finally breaks. The sea becomes unusually peaceful, glowing with this beautiful, soft, silvery light. And the voice of the ocean, which used to be this overwhelming roar, becomes quiet, almost human. It whispers, "Thank you for teaching me that memory and love are not the same." What a profound realization, right? The ocean finally learned that you can let go of the sharp, painful memories without losing the pure love and hope attached to them. Let's move to and see how this builds into the epilogue. Section 6, A World of Free Choice, 20 years later.
So how does a world actually function without a magical safety net holding it all together? Well, look at this 20-year evolution. In year 1, Irid disappears and that whole oppressive system of the center just ends. By year 10, there are 0 observers left. Humanity is completely on its own. And now, at year 20, millions of everyday people have learned how to actively choose each other, day in and day out. No magic, just daily human connection.
The new normal here is so beautifully grounded. Just picture these details from the shore. Akira, Mio, and Yu are hanging out, laughing together on the horizon. And Kai, talk about character growth. The guy who used to be this isolated, stoic savior is literally on the beach, playfully teaching kids how to launch paper boats. Just nearby, a little girl casually tosses a shell into the sea. When that little girl turns and asks if the ocean can feel, her grandmother drops this profound piece of wisdom. The ocean feels exactly as much as we know how to feel. And right as her shell hits the water, this light, silvery circle ripples across the surface. It's the ocean smiling, a beautiful proof that it now perfectly mirrors a healthy, healing humanity.
By learning to let go, these characters didn't just save themselves, they saved their entire world. Which wraps up our explainer today, but leaves us with one pretty big question to chew on. And which memories is it time for you to let go of? Take a moment, think about you and Kai's journey, and consider how you might apply a little bit of their courage to your own life. Thanks for hanging out and learning with me today.